Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. Today is Saturday. Someone asked what the song was. I don't have a command for the song. How would I even link this? I think this works. Yo, good to see everybody. It's bright, kinda, very cloudy outside. It's probably gonna get a lot harder a lot later, but we will hopefully be okay. We have the AC pumping. Cats are laying on the porcelain floor. I hope they're staying cool. And I am not drinking coffee yet. Not saying that's not gonna happen, but right now we have Powerade. Good afternoon from Brazil. Whereabouts in Brazil, Felipe? Good to see everybody though. Draco, good to see you. Midnight Eros, Taco Bell Gaming 420, hello. Waffles, Ratsmare, good to see you. Pyro, good to see you. Juan, hello. We had Hejiol earlier. Real Garbil earlier. Welcome, people, welcome. I'm excited today. We have the return of the Nuzzle, something that we honestly haven't done in a long time. Before today's stream, I had to set it up, and I think it should work. It's very similar to 20 BC, but it's it has some special rules to it, things that we'll have to kind of like remember as we play, but it should be fine. Should be fine. Yo, Akbar, good to see you. Been too long. Yeah, this is really a fun challenge that a lot of people can do. Doesn't require anything outside of custom mode. It's still difficult though, and the reason why is just like a real Pokemon Nuzlocke. You have to worry about RNG, and that could always be the way to die, which I assume also happens in Pokemon. Let's go ahead and load things up. My goal for today is at least 1 Nuzlocke win. 2 would be nice. And then if I have enough time after, we're going to next game it over to a new roguelite called The Last Flame, which I've been playing a little bit offline, and it's actually been really cool. Of course, for you all, I'm sure you're playing a lot of different things. But before you tell me what you are playing, if you could do me one favor, people in the chat, we have a poll going on right now, which is asking you, the viewer, is it good morning? Is it good afternoon? Is it good evening? Or is it good night where you are? Put your answer in the poll. We also have, I have to pin this, the Nuzlocke rules. Oh, no, type Nuzlocke to find the rules for today's run. Also in the description of the video. Don't forget to like and sub. And join member. All right, pin me. Okay, there we go. Is that 9 a.m. or 9 p.m., Draco? Arrow saying good night from Saigon. We had some people from Colombia as well. Wow. Every time I hop on a YouTube live stream, it's like, it's international community right now. Like every time zone in the chat at the same time. It's so cool. Oh, let's do a quick warm-up. We haven't done daily challenge because I've been on 21 BC mode for the longest time. And when that's turned on, it also affects daily challenge. So I can see if we can get a quick top 10 would be nice. I assume the answer is no. Like by now, it's so late. I don't think there's any way to get top 10. It'd be nice though. It'd be nice to be like, yo, my streamer. He's a real gamer, after all. You lived? All of these have to die. Those are worth 6 points. Kind of a big map. Might be a little scary. Cursed sword. Surely that will get me a top 10 in daily challenge. If I die, I wasn't gonna get top 10 anyway. So I would say this seems like the right thing to do. First curse. As long as I don't get shot, I think I'll be okay. I see... What was that? Rebound. Rebound would actually be really nice. Because like I could do one of these and then just send it. And then kind of go the other way. Famous last words, of course. Any Curse Sword fans in the chat right now? Give me a Y in the chat if you are a Curse Sword believer. And in the chat, if V, you are actually gonna die right here. 100%. No chance of survival. One more. Send it. How is all this stuff still alive down here? Oh my god, how'd he know? How'd he know? I just jumped up there. He had the kick ready. He was camping. Curse Sword the best. Come on. All right. Not top 10 gamer. My apologies. Let's go ahead and get started with today's Nuzzle. This is the Nuzlocke challenge. If you want to know more about the challenge, you can do !Nuzlocke in the chat. It has a couple of rules set. Number one, no potions. We can only heal in transition rooms. Imagine the transition room is basically like the Pokemon Center. So we can only heal when we get to it. No recycling, so we have no real way to just make money. We're working on inflation right now. No starting tubes, because we're gonna take the first items we see in the biome. All of the gear that we have is at the lowest Pokemon level, the baby level. And you have to digivolve it back to S if you actually plan on using it. You can't re-roll your Pokemon either. If it's angry or lover or whatever, it's gotta stay that way. And that's it. Really, the hardest part about this is not being able to heal and then one item per map, which is the first item you see, or you buy an item from a shop. But you can still only replace certain things. Do I have any skin requests in the chat? Anyone have a favorite for me to hop on? We're not gonna do this as a bone. I'm sure we have some better options here. Just throw out anything if you all happen to know the names of it. It could be something like Armored Shrimp. We got Faithful Hand. We have Piccolo. Neon. Shovel Knight. Hollow Knight. Sacrificial Tick. Vessel, I think that's also Hollow Knight. Someone asked about how do you beat the queen servants, I would say play on 0 BC until you get it right. That's what I did. I died to them so many times that I really only had to play like 0 BC 3 times until I learned it. I'm kind of feeling, I feel like no one asks for Shovel Knight ever. And that's like new for me. We play the other things pretty often, but you know what? Let's give a shout out to the game I've never played. Well, to be fair, I did play Shovel Knight Dig, and that was a lot of fun. There's also Shovel Knight Puzzle, whatever, and that seemed pretty cool too. All right, so 1 item per biome. We're gonna start off with a machete and pistol. Oops. 1 item per biome. You gotta remember that. Let's try this again. It's been a long time since I've done this. It's very hard, as you can see. Streaming's hard in general. You can only beat servants on 5 BC. How many times did that take? What am I doing? It's just habit. I need some like mod to disable my ability to pick up stuff. Stuck on 3 BC. Don't know if it's because I beat 2 BC barely. The jump from 2 to 3 is really the rampager. And the health pots too. So I don't think there's an issue of you may have beaten it too fast, but there's certainly nothing wrong with going back to 2 BC. Does this not pierce? Oh my god, it doesn't pierce. That is like not all that great. All right, so my hope is to find something better than this in the first biome. Oh my god, there's so many rats. There's no way. 50 million rats and no pierce. Okay. So the first rule of the Nuzlocke is you can only pick up the first item you see, or you have to skip it and buy an item from a shop. And the only exception to that rule is legendaries and curse items. If you clear the curse, you're allowed to take it. Hello. My apologies if this messes with anyone's vision. But I'm a big fan of War Javelin. Cannot pick that up. If I can find a melee tactics item, we'll be swimming. Where's other items and skill? We cannot pick up any other item until we get to the next biome. And even then, it might not be something we want. Trust me, I wish I could pick up something else. Did you die? Wow, I should not have instantly eaten that. It's okay. The nice thing about the Nuzlocke is I don't have to look at any items, because I can't take them anyway. Had to stop the rampager. B4 BC for the first time. Yo, Lev Ash, congratulations. Lev, do you remember what the build was? What's the Lev Ash special for 4 BC? For all we know, we might end up playing that today if it shows up, if we get massively lucky. Oh, you're saying that you beat it on your first try. Still, do you remember what the build was? I'm always interested in hearing what you all are using. For all you know, that might be the next top 3. You didn't know that you helped. All right, I think this is a toxic sewers. Very good toxic sewers weapon. It's the war javelin. You had a war javelin build in 4 BC? That's legit. That might be what I'm playing. Maybe. Okay, these doors are banned in the Nuzlocke. There's also no little buddy to do... Oh crap, I have to have him turned on or else I can't digivolve my stuff. All right. That's okay. I didn't need that legendary anyway. So Minor Forge is on because I do have to make my stuff S tier. I just can't re-roll the stuff. Dang, that's a detail I forgot. Legendary Flail might be the best. That one does the reflect, right? I don't think I've had a full run of that yet. Never forget Legendary Boomerang and normal Boomerang at the same time with ammo mutation because it's now usable. That could be legit. I kind of like the sounds of that. All right, I have to kill all these because I need as much money as I can get. Oh. Gotta break the doors. Goes to show how much I use crowbar. Forgot that was even a thing. But yeah, good to see everybody. If you've been playing a lot of Remnant 2, that's awesome. If you've been playing Diablo 4, my condolences. Perhaps you were watching some Path of Exile. Exile Con is going on right now. You could also be a Final Fantasy 14 player. FanFest is going on right now. They announced their new expansion. Dawnbringer or whatever. There's a lot of stuff going on in gaming right now. Rashid just came out in Street Fighter. Oh my god, the Rampager is scaring me. Legendary? Not legendary. Path of Exile doing some big upgrades to pretty much everything. Yeah, it looks very, very good. I'm still a little upset at Forgotten Sanctum, which was a roguelike mode that they added to Path of Exile, but I believe it did not go well. So it's already out of the league. I would love for you all to like not make me go to another platform that has even more monsters on it, please. Even the Ovenite I find can be like pretty difficult. I don't remember which boss cell the Ovenite starts appearing. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's like a big reason for someone to get stuck on a certain boss cell. Legendary Flint, the best. I haven't really played a ton with Legendary Flint. I know it's really good, but I feel like it just never shows up for me. What do I think about Armored Core 6? Armored Core 6 is my most anticipated game of this year. Like, if Silksong came out the same day as Armored Core 6, I'm not playing Silksong at all. Like, Team Cherry, I apologize, but it's not happening. I dumped so many hours into Armored Core 2 and 3 and Silent Line. That's my dream game right there. Thank you for the wall run, V, but do you know you can roll in wall run? Yes, I actually just, I'm working on a video right now. I don't know how many of you all have seen Psyche's iceberg video, where it's like miscellaneous Dead Cells knowledge stuff. I'm working on a video that's like sort of similar to that, except not general knowledge. And it does have the wall run with the dodge roll in it. There's some other stuff in it too. There's a couple of things that I didn't even know until I started recording it. That's how intense the video is gonna be. Wow, a whole lot of nothing. Promenade has doors. Is that where I'm going? Is Promenade? Just so I can actually fight stuff? Arboretum has doors too. It's like, would I rather go Arboretum? This is gonna be rough. Like, if I don't find a weapon or a skill and I end up finding like a bow, I think we're gonna be in trouble. Yeah, sorry, that's Nuzlocke with an E at the end. I've never played Dead Cells on PC, but on smartphone, there's a bug that makes it possible to use Legendary Curse Sword at the same time with other equipment. Is that busted? To be able to activate Ice Shield without, well, Ice Armor, without having to, like, take off the sword? I don't know. All right, so these doors are banned. We can't get any of those. I think I'm gonna do one Digivolve here, just to make it a little easier for me to get through this biome. It cost me some money, which is unfortunate. We'll try combo. That sounds fun. No need to heal. We're giving ourselves only 4 allowances for healing, just like you normally would with health pots. But as you see, like, I can't do it in the biome at all. I don't even have health pots. Oh, you're wasting my combo! Come on! I think they did that on purpose. Why would the mushroom not, like, reappear? All right, so remember, the first item that we find, we either have to take it or we have to skip it. And if I end up skipping it, I can't get anything else unless it's from a shop. Oops. So I have faith. You can just block that? I would imagine the rocks were unblockable. Nice elite. Can I get a door or something? Okay, first amulet also is in the same boat. We have to either take the first amulet we see or we have to skip it, and then we can't pick up any other amulet. Okay. So this is actually good. We found our shop. I did see some brutality items in it. But I think we're gonna approach our first item right here. And we have to take this or we have to pass it. It's a Star Fury. I don't mind that. Why is the DPS so low? Wait, is that right? This might be bad. I think there's a world where we should have skipped this. All right, you have to go. But yeah, you can already see where like the challenge of the Nuzlocke starts to show up. Is that I probably could have used a skill and been perfectly happy. Yo, Terraria players, this is your item right here. Get destroyed. Legendary? Oh my god. Like I said, Nuzlocke rules, if you find the legendary, you can take it. So legendary Alucard shield also gives you the sword. I don't really know if I want to use the sword, not gonna lie. I mean, you get iframes on the teleport, so it might be okay. GG right here. I still need a skill. That would be very nice. All right. We're halfway through having an actual build. But yeah, good to see everybody today. Ooh. That was pretty good. If you haven't seen, we posted a Hades video, very rare Hades video recently. We also have some new games coming out. It's things like Oblivion Override. Things like 30XX, if you are a Mega Man fan. That's gonna be on the horizon soon. Cross up. Go Moras now? Is there something special about Moras that works for this sword and shield combo? No damage from the Thorny. What do y'all think about that? Oh my god. Hello? Happy birthday. I feel like Alucard's sword probably not good against Mamatic. That's just my expectation. Could be wrong though. It's like, do I get to teleport to Mamatic? She doesn't have a back. It's like, how would that even work? The sword's long enough to not get hit by the Thorny? I think you have to teleport. If you teleport, you get the invulnerability. Just like in Dark Souls. Not bad, not bad. The shield is actually helping us out. Yo, free cells. $196 cells. Does anyone in chat need them? Can I get a Y in the chat if you need some cells? If I could donate them to you, I promise you I would. Okay, he's kind of clean with it. Okay, we're both bad. It's pretty funny. That's why I always say, like, if I'm playing Fortnite and both of us unloaded our whole clip and neither of us took any damage, we're both bad. Oh my god. All right, to be fair, that was way too early. I don't know what I was thinking. We're both bad. Why is Thorny's back just a PNG? It can't hurt you? It's not real? Shoot, I'd love to believe that. I have way too many runs where I've died to that thing. Oh my god. Actual skill shop that I can't do anything with. I almost got pushed into the spikes. Which would have been very sad. So this thing does like a little parry. You can kind of see the effect when the shield starts. And it's giving me the parry on the Thorny when I teleport onto it. It's like really interesting. Yes, barricade can now be found in shops. Well, okay, let me backpedal that a little bit. So I'm playing with merchandise categories turned off. That means my shops have random stuff in them, which can include barricade. It may be, I haven't checked in a while, but it very well may be that that's the only reason why it's there. It's because I have merchandise categories turned off. That's the thing that you get to choose a scroll that gives you items for that color only. That's turned off for me. We want maximum RNG. I want everything to complain about if I die, except for my own fault. We can blame the RNG, we can blame a bug, but I can't blame myself. Is there a site where you can find enemy blueprint drops? Yeah, there's a Dead Cells wiki, which is, I actually have it. I used to have a command for exclamation point wiki, but it is this right here. Oh my god, I'm not supposed to be in here. Crap, I just wasted money. 30 door is banned in the Nuzlocke. And we also can't reroll stuff. Let's try. Like, Instincto, I feel like has no point because I actually can't crit. I mean, I can crit, but I can't get cooldown reduction because I have no skills. So I think we're gonna take No Mercy here. Still no point in healing. And then we can take the first item from the cursed chest. And then we get one more bonus item. Predator? Predator would have been pretty nice. Something I probably should use more often. Just take it to hold on to it. So let's pray that the first item we find is a skill. Crap. Wow. Big money right here. 10,000 bucks. 26 curse. All right, that's a gamer. Gotta be really careful. This is scary. Oh my god, if I missed that parry, we would have been toast. Oh my god, I actually saw it and I wanted to jump out. I think I could have turned and parried. I should have not swung the sword. I needed to just like slam down, assess the situation, and then we see that there's a a rampager coming out of the darkness. And then we parry that first and then attack the other monster. All right. So remember, we had no skills there. Imagine if you had like a grenade or a knife dance or wave of denial or anything like that. All right, new skin. Anyone can just Rengar gank. Anyone can just like blurt out some skins and then we will pick up whichever one sounds legit. Pickle? I'm not a big fan of pickles. Like, I'll eat something that has pickle flavor, like potato chips or like a chicken sandwich that has like pickle flavor. But like the actual pickle on top, hard pass. Sanic. I don't think I've ever seen Bobby's skin on this. Okay, not bad, not bad. I like it. I love Nuzlocke. It's my favorite content from you. Stan, oh, can I say Stan? Stan, thank you for that. I appreciate it. This this marksman bow is for you. I really didn't like taking the marksman bow here. Just pray for something to show up. All right. Utz dill pickle chips are high tier. That sounds legit. All right, here we go. Maybe not, maybe not. This is awful. Why am I fighting this? If I can't even take the item it's gonna drop. Sounds not smart. So this is where the Nuzlocke could get like really spicy. Is if we don't like our weapon and then we end up finding like an infantry grenade, then we're like screwed. It's gonna be a lot of bow for a long time. Does anyone else duck while shooting? Or is that just me? Can I get a Y in the chat if you're a serial ducker? Or in the chat, if V, I didn't even know you could duck in this game. I've never had to do that a day of my life. We like to do simple pulls around here. Nothing that requires like too much thinking. Just a simple Y or N is all we need. Wow. Oh my, can you please? Dead Cells is a hard game, by the way, for those who haven't noticed. All right. Only thing we can take in here is another marksman bow. We have a rule that we call same species upgrade, where the only other time you can pick up a weapon besides a legendary is if it's the same thing. I want to say that's another Pokemon rule. Like if you already caught one Pidgey in that biome, the only thing you can catch again is a higher level Pidgey. Assuming Pidgey is still a Pokemon and they haven't replaced it with some like power crept cartoon looking bird that's like part steel, part flying. Ow. Did you already win with survival? Tired? We've been live for maybe 20 minutes. Unless I'm a speedrunner, that's not enough time for me. I need a little more. There is a steel fly Pokemon? No, there isn't. How does one fly if you are steel? Corval Knight? What in the world is that? Is that like an ice cream Pokemon? Or like a pair of keys? It looks hecka cool. Oh yeah, I forgot Skarmory exists. I think everyone forgot Skarmory exists. That's a poor Pokemon right there. Relegated to like Fear Crow levels. It's like you ask any Zoomer what Pokemon is this, they'll guarantee that that doesn't look like a real Pokemon. This is actually kind of an okay map for Marksman Bow. I just really, really, really hope I find something new. Like really, really. Corval Knight is Skarmory, but power crept. Makes sense. Yo, King, good to see you. Don't forget airplanes. Steel can fly. You're not wrong. We're gonna try parting gift here. Oh my god. One item, castle outskirts, and we pray for something that is actually tactics. This also is way different when you first played it. Flux, suppose the last time you think you played Dead Cells. Do you remember this zone from Dead Cells? I'm in danger. Ammo? It's not good. Why is Healing Fountain active? So we're playing a Pokemon Nuzlocke in Dead Cells. And one of the rules is that I cannot heal in the biomes. We have to heal at the Pokemon Center. But we're only allowing us 4 heals. Pain. First amulet. We'll take it. Did I make a mistake? No, we don't make mistakes around here. All right, first item of the biome is actually usable. I am highly surprised. All right. Cooldown's not very good. I think this is miles better than where we were. All right. Yeah, let's see what happens. Is the wolf a reskinned rampager? It is. But one thing you have to think about is that Dead Cells is heavily inspired by Castlevania. So what if, okay, what if our rampager is a reskin of a Castlevania monster? What about that? Of course, the skeleton. There's nothing compares to the skeleton. Huh. That's not good. Legendary? Legendary frying pan. I think we have to. So again, the other rule is that if you find a legendary item, it is legal to take, even if you already found the item. A pan that both burns and poisons the enemy. That's really cool. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Double the affixes, like we're playing Path of Exile over here. Well, Path of Exile 2, because I don't think you want to do that in PoE 1. Okay, I can't hit that. All right, not bad, not bad. Now our other Nuzlocke rule is that if I change my mutations, whatever mutation I'm changing out of is permadeath. So if I were to take off the parting gift, we can't use parting gift again, which I would say is not terrible. But if we were to use like shrapnel axe or something, then we'd be stuck. Not really stuck. There's better stuff I can use still. Why do enemies change to elites? That is due to the Malaise system. So we're playing on 5 BC, which is the current hardest difficulty in the game. There's a yellow bar that you see above my health bar. That is influencing the monsters. So they're actually getting faster. They're teleporting to me faster, and they're turning into elites. Nice. All right, we're back. We will have to heal though in the transition room, and that's gonna use one of our heals. Oh, why do I let the monsters transform? Okay, yeah, so in 5 BC, the Malaise is getting cleared by killing monsters. Elites are actually worth more than a regular monster. And during the time it takes for a monster to transform, it's actually more valuable to let it transform and kill it compared to just killing it outright. If Malaise reduction is like important to you. I believe one elite is worth like maybe 90% of a bar. And then a regular monster, as you can see, is like 1%, if that. No, more than that, probably 10%. Of a single bar, not the whole thing. It's like, we'll kill this elite. I'm at 4.5. So just watch the bar. And now we're down to 4 and like a 10. So that's the value we're talking about. Nice. He's gaming. I like the lightning rods. I just use them more often. Hokuto would be nice. Absolutely. Of course, it has to be the first thing you find, or you have to skip. It's kind of hard to force stuff in the Nuzlocke. I think that's the whole point of playing a Nuzlocke, is you're just working with whatever you find. Twin harpies. Don't threaten me with a good time. There we go. That was not half bad. All right. Lightning rod is a purple powerful grenade. I'm not gonna argue with that. I think that is impeccable logic. One advantage that lightning rod has, though, is that you can like send it. I kind of messed that up. But if I had actually went up there, you can send it to like multiple monsters. It's a little dangerous though, because if you aggro too much stuff, you'll just be in more danger compared to just popping whatever's in front of you. All right, this was scary at first, but we're getting there. I'm wondering if I even need to use the health fountain. I might be able to skip it, and then we get to keep one of them. I was about to say lag. Warrior moveset is like the Lancer, yes. And again, that's from the idea of perhaps the original Dead Cells monster was basically from Castlevania. All right, looking good, looking good. Wow! Thank you, game. I think that's the best thing the game has ever done for me. Was to not let me get hit just then. And I can tell you right now, I've been hit a lot worse than that. Nothing. I love the Nuzlocke because I don't have to read anything. All I have to do is read read YouTube chat. And just perform. Also, big thanks to everyone tuning in for the YouTube live streams. We've been doing this like every 2 weeks or so. Ooh, I left a scroll fragment. I hope you all enjoy them so I can do this kind of stuff more often. Hate this biome because of the skellies. That's what Brenda said. Or rather, that's what Cindy said, but then Brenda said, no, it's just a skeleton. Oh, come on. It's like a high-level platforming section. Like, that was some Grand Pooh Bear levels of platforming just then. Alright, so that door is banned. Yeah, like I said, I always enjoy playing the game for you all and trying to come up with new systems. That's $5,000. We'll do this for sure. Crap. So if I reset, what would I even take? Kind of went crow's feet instincto, and I think that would last for a decent amount of time. Okay, so now do I want to use this? We be down one. There's only so many biomes left because we already cleared only one. I think you do it. And that leaves us with only 3 left. Was that song? I believe that song is from Symphony of the Night? No, maybe not. Maybe it's a different Castlevania. Vorpan better than Panchaku sometimes? Really? I'm a Panchaku believer. I feel like if I can get it, I can pop off. I don't say the same with regular Vorpan. If I get it, that's nice. But I don't think I have the same prowess. Oh my god, what a nice box. First amulet of the biome, triple color. We take those all day. Combo Panchaku is so long, sometimes you don't need it. That's one thing I like in Dead Cells, is a lot of the combos in the game. If you keep going, you can kind of like extend it a little bit. So you'll see me doing that kind of stuff a lot, where like I'll start a combo on one monster and then end the combo on a completely different innocent bystander. Twins? Thank you, Crow's Feet. Oh yeah, Crow's Feet can actually freeze monsters now if they get enough slow. That's like really cool. Food shop. I should pick a shield. How does one pick a shield? What if the first item that shows up is another bow? I think I'm screwed. Now, we do have a rule where I can skip the first item I find, and then I have to buy from a shop. So that could be a strat. Wow. That was really gutsy of me. Oh yeah, that Crow's Feet. It's legit. Is this first item right here? It is. First item of the biome. It is a trident. It's not a shield. I don't know what to do. Dude, I thought you were on Twitch. I am so sorry, dude. If you're on Discord, though, we did a notification in Discord. I don't really have too many other options. I guess Twitter, if you follow me on Twitter or Threads. But yeah, we've been trying to do a YouTube live stream every other Saturday. So like 2 times a month. And I think it's been working out. Melee mutation would be really good here. Off color. I would agree with that, especially with the crow's feet. See, that's the dream setup right there for the lightning rod. If I can get that kind of lineup every day, I'd pick the lightning rods every single time. I'll say, how'd you live? Got any tips on how to get the 0 outfit? You use the katana and you still haven't gotten it. So apparently there's an issue with that challenge or quest, whatever you want to call it, where if your katana does the arrow, or maybe it launches a grenade, it will count the arrow or the grenade as the kill instead of the katana itself. So the best way to go about it is to play on 0 BC, where you have like very little amount of affixes. And then do it in prison quarters. If you try to do it after prison quarters, then the chance of that thing having the arrows on it is too high. All right, not bad, not bad. We still have to get rid of this bow, even though it's kind of working. I'm not gonna knock it, but just having it by itself was god-awful. Maybe same species? Nope. I sure would like a skill. So I say, did I win? It's a pro Panshaku player, now using Vorpan. So he doesn't know if he's any good with it or not. All right. Do you know the hammer monsters? Oh, you mean to farm like bats? It's a pretty interesting way to go about it. Finding a specific monster to farm. All right, so we can get a shield because the first item we found was a weapon that we didn't take, so I'm allowed to buy a weapon. But what are the chances I actually get a purple shield? Oh, what are you doing here? Why is this here? Oh my god. What's wrong with this thing? I just lost all of my HP to do that. Croissant? Come on! 0%? How is he still alive? Ask the devs. Food shop? Oh my god, I need $200. Chat, does anyone have like $200? Yo, Ernest, good to see you. Welcome. Be careful. I'm the most careful person I know. I need $100. Oh my god, jump scare? I wasn't even looking at my character. Alright, 50 bucks. We need a citrus berry stat. Does that count as using items though? Any Pokemon roguelike, not roguelike, Nuzlocke fans, are you allowed to use berries in the Nuzlocke? Wait, I'm getting no money from these monsters. It's kind of weird the way how that parry worked. Alright, I have the money. Berries are allowed, I think. I'm gonna have to find like the VeeDotMe of Pokemon Nuzlockes to ask that question. Bro, use homunculus. So I'm on the fence about that. A long time ago, I had a rule where I would actually deactivate the homunculus head. It's not allowed to be used during the Nuzlocke. But then like I use it to pick up items off the floor. So like the viewer would see me use it and like, V, I know you have it. So why don't you press the button? And I'm like, I don't wanna. All right, we found a shield. I'm hoping the Vorpan smokes death. What's my favorite Pokemon? So I'm a Pokemon boomer, if you all couldn't already figure that out. So my favorite Pokemon is Sneasel, but not Weavile. Weavile like looks terrible. Like, I feel like they absolutely gutted Sneasel's design when they made that Pokemon. So then, like, Tyranitar is also, like, extremely high up on the list. I feel like Tyranitar is probably, like, the boomer dream Pokemon anyway. So that's like a given. Like, I'm not even allowed to say that I like Tyranitar. Because like, yeah, of course you do. Like, we know that. You didn't even have to tell us. Why do I have only 11 tactics fighting the first boss? That seems low, right? Or am I tripping? Why do I feel as though I should have a lot more tactics in this? Why do I only have one skill? Does anyone know? Are we really gonna play melee? 0.6. That's not bad. Fake brutality. I'll try it. Didn't that biome have a cursed chest? They got rid of the guaranteed cursed chest, and now it is random. Though I thought that was only for second Dracula Castle, and not the first one. Either way, it feels like I'm very, very low on stats right now. Sylveon is your favorite? When the world's a Sylveon. Death! Ooh, good crits. I'm stuck. Oh my god, Vorpan freaking pops off here. He just stares at you. Okay, careful. Wait for it. There we go. So these things are a problem. Crap, I didn't destroy those? Alright. Final face! Good parry. Pop these. Had to bait that out. Oh, attack speed. Come on, it was one single hit away. I should have just ran and waited for the lightning rods again. In the Nuzlocke rules, we are not allowed to take items from the boss. So we can't take any of these. It has to be in the biome or it has to be legendary. Yeah, I should have used the rod. That was working too for so long. I thought maybe... Oh, it's because my arrows go up. I thought maybe like if I just get the arrow to hit it, I'd be fine, but unlucky. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sanctuary. And this is graveyard, right? Bank. Stilt Village. Bank with only one skill. Fracture for the legendary. Just so I can have the chance at a skill. Never thought I'd never ask this, but bosses can't drop legendaries? No. But if you get a kill on them without taking damage, you get a legendary from the next door. Yeah, the health fountains are on because we can only heal at the Poke Center. We can't use any potions, just like in the Pokemon Nuzlocke. I kind of like the idea of Fractured. The only issue is I still have no skill. But this gives us like a guaranteed curse chest. So that means possibly a guaranteed skill I can use. Then there's a legendary, which is hopefully a skill. And we still have to probably replace the Vorpan at some point. I'm hoping we can even just clear the biome. Like, how do I get to that thing without dying? Okay. That did not work at all. Nice try. I have no money. I can't even buy food. What is Nuzlocke challenge? You can do !Nuzlocke to get all of the deets, but it's basically a Pokemon Nuzlocke, which is more around like using the first thing you find, and then having like a lot of RNG. It's okay. It is A-okay. All right, so that's my curse. I just want to clear a path, so I don't have to worry about this kind of stuff. All right. Do I ever play Dead Cells off camera? So the answer is no. I usually don't. The only time I do is if I'm trying to record footage for YouTube. Otherwise, I don't like practice and don't play just casually offline. Okay. That could turn into something later. If I want to do like a full swerve into a ranged build. Careful. Actually, not gonna lie. You do this, right? Ah, perhaps I've made a mistake. No, we're fine. Ooh, good food. Good eats. Let them cook. Ooh, double? Oh, baby. All right, we're back in the game. We have this thing to deal with. Oh yeah, that looks real good. All right, another Vorpan. We found a skill, but throwing axe that throws double the axes? And then you could like acrobatic pack somehow. Maybe boomerang with ammo mutation, throwing axe in the backpack, acrobatic pack. Get Vorpan. It's actually a self-synergy Vorpan, which is kind of funny. I don't know how safe this is to use right now. I mean, this could be something. I don't know what, but this could be something. We haven't seen our first item for the biome yet either. Ooh, okay. I kind of like it. You can't always go for the obvious stuff, right? There's times you gotta spice it up. Like, look at that. You can't tell me that wasn't legit. That was sick. First item of the map. I believe this is first item of the map. So now we cannot get any other item unless it's like another curse somehow. I'm afraid of that thing down there. Every other monster I'm kind of okay with. All right. Would anyone else have taken the throwing axe? Or is that a me thing only? V, please, for the love of God, just play the Panchaku. I keep calling it that, but it was just a Vorpan. Isn't getting copies of the same Pokemon not allowed in Nuzlocke? So getting another Vorpan would not be allowed. I think it has to be same species upgrade. It's like maybe we can't use 2 Vorpan, but we can still same species upgrade our Pokemon. And of course, these are completely made up rules. I do not know if this is exactly how it is. That's what I'm guessing. Unlucky. I would have taken the Poyo power. I wonder if I want to acrobatic pack the axes, or do I just want to use armadillo pack with the shield? What do you all think? Acrobatic pack or armadillo pack? I kind of like throwing both. Disengagement for safety. The only thing about disengage is I can't heal. So to me, it's like pointless to go disengage because I'm gonna have a bubble with just no HP, which is kind of what already happens, right? I think the most important part about disengage is the fact that you can get your health back. Armadillo. You all trust me to press 2 buttons? Typically, I'm a 1-button Andy. Okay. That was the most complicated way I could fight that. Which is legit. I'm sure someone appreciates the extra effort. Where do I find Nuzlocke rules? Exclamation point Nuzlocke. Which should be the pinned YouTube comment. How did I miss? This thing's like 5'9", 250 pounds. How did I miss? I don't know if that's large or not. I'm just throwing out numbers. I have no idea. All right. Let's keep it going. Close. Wow. That poor bird. Nice. You should have a shield. I have a shield. I can't use it, but it's there. I promise you it's there. Was I not behind it? Why are librarians called Shantae? That is an excellent question. So a long time ago, a lot of what I did in this game and any other stream, I would like make up our own language for it. So for example, the tonic there, we would call it the OG triple tonic, and so it's triple sec and vodka. Is that like the typical drink? So it's like tonic and triple sec. We would call the vampirism True Blood. For anyone who even remotely knows what that show is. And then we had Shantae. So Shantae is a character from a video game series. She's a genie. Did I find an amulet on this map? Wait, is this our first amulet of the entire map? That means we can take it. That's legit. Shantae is a genie. And genies fly around on the magic carpet. So we called the flying carpet monster the Shantae. If you haven't played her games before, don't worry, because I have not either. I make the joke without even knowing if the games are any good. What about Thorny being called Ramus? Okay, yeah, we do still do that. So that's another one. Good catch. I forgot about our old buddy. Okay. For all my League of Legends players. Shantae games are legit? Are they really? Or are they like scam games like Nier Automata? Where the only real part people care about is the art. I don't know, because I haven't played either one. There's scam games and there's scam anime out there. A scam anime is, again, an anime that no one really like watches it. All I care about is the fan art. Okay, this is Food Shop. They're free on PlayStation Plus. Crap. I pay every month for PlayStation Plus, and the only thing I use it for is playing online. I used to download games all the time from Sony, and I'm full. I can barely play the PC games I have, let alone play stuff on my console. Not gonna lie, I think this is the right move. Like, yeah, I could just go to the giant. Why would I not go to giant? From Sepulcher. Scarecrow's hard, but we have this. Scarecrow can't beat this. And I feel like neither can the giant, so it's like, why would I just not go giant if I have the option? If I try Risk of Rain 2, I think I have 100 and maybe 50 hours in Risk of Rain 2. I like the game, but I treat it more like a party game than anything else. Okay, so I can't reforge anything. We will reset. It's ammo for sure. I'm thinking armadillo. I kind of like that. And then I could technically go Gastro. I wish I had more HP. I have like nothing. Ooh, networking. Because we're going against the giant anyway. This is legit. This is the build right here. Yeah, so they buffed ammo. So now it's actually active on a lot more weapons. I think the only weapon that's still banned from ammo mutation is Gilded Yumi. And everything else works as of today. Do I prefer D-pad or analog for this game? I play D-pad. I used to do analog stick, but then I had these situations where I was trying to do these like really snazzy parries, trying to look cool. For who? I don't know. I guess my cats. And then I started missing the parries. So I was like, all right, screw this. We're now D-pad users. Nice. First amulet. 7,000 HP. I'm gonna try using this and hope that I don't need... Ooh, nice twins. Hope I don't need the extra tactics. All right, first item of the map is an ice armor. It is actually a skill that I can actually pick up. Incredible. And perhaps we can now win the game. Double damage throwing knife. That's kind of funny. I'm not gonna use it. Wow, you can block that? Why did 5 million monsters just teleport to me? All right, we're in the game, people. Yeah, for those who don't know, we're playing a special rules set right now that we're calling the Nuzlocke. So I know people have said, V, you gotta take the barricade, the cards. V, you gotta take a Hokuto's bow. But because of the rules, I can't just take anything. I have to take what shows up. And if I skip it, then like, I can't take anything unless I buy an item from a shop. Same thing with amulet. I can't use another amulet now. All right, looking good. People said my stats are low. That to me is like a glass half empty kind of thought process. We gotta think about the stats we've met along the way. Bruh. Yeah, it's mental, right? Like most things in life, you can potentially deal with it. Oh, that actually could have been nice. You can't discount the mental part. 19 scrolls is defeatist mentality. We're fine. Skip items early in runs in hopes of getting better ones later. Well, it's more so... we're using exactly what the game is offering me. There may be a chance that the game gives me all the tactic stuff I want, and then we're swimming in items. I kind of like these setups because right now in Dead Cells, you have a lot of opportunity once you like fully beat the game to manipulate what items you want to see. And not that that's a bad thing, because there's a lot of items in the game. So obviously I want to play something that I like. But it's a double-edged sword because that also means that I can try to use only the things I know will win, just to like get my win rate as high as possible. And sometimes, you know, I'm not really about that. Sometimes we need to struggle. It's like, are you truly alive without knowing the struggle? Why is that down there? What's the point? Replayability gets killed by that? We talked about that in the Hades video. That as much as I would love to play Dionysus, there's no reason for me to play that with a what? Actually, I should say it the other way around. So I love Dionysus with Beowulf Shield so much, I could just play that every time, if I wanted to. That means that the odds of me playing Poseidon, Beowulf Shield goes down. The odds of me playing Ares, Beowulf Shield absolutely plummets. Because like, I may as well just play the thing that makes the most sense. And not that it's RNG based, like I can just force it to show up. So in Dead Cells, if you're playing survival, you might be like, okay, survival baseball bat. If I see baseball bat, I'm gonna take it. But there's so many survival items in the game, there is a chance that baseball bat does not show up. And then while you're waiting for the baseball bat to show up, you still have to like not die the whole time. So I like that idea. That's why I like the Nuzlocke challenge so much, is because even if I'm playing tactics and I know that, okay, if I just get boomerang, I can win. But the boomerang may never show up. I need to be able to perform up until then. Okay. We come to games like this for the heat of the challenge. We can go to other things to relax. You know what other game I've been going to relax? Games like Only Up. I just picked up a game called Madway, which we played a couple times on Twitch. And that was my relaxation game, but it's I'm at a certain spot in it that honestly I despise. Like if I would ever leave a negative review for a game, it's for that one spot, and I can't even refund it because it's been, I think, 2 hours and 30 minutes. You have 26 scrolls before Hand of the King. Again, that's just mental. I have 26 scrolls in my head right now. That's all the scrolls I need. What game am I talking about? That was Madway, which is basically Only Up 2. If you haven't seen Only Up, imagine getting over it with trash controls, stolen assets, and NFT references. All right, not bad, not bad. Let's get the infected food. And then we're good to go. Why buy it then? It's an excellent question. So me as the streamer, I am trying to do right by the viewer. I want the viewer entertained, but also not having to spend their money on things that they may not like in the end. If you're here and you're spending money, then we can at least guarantee that you're gonna come out of this stream with a like maxed up entertainment. If you spend the money on Mad Way or Only Up, then that's yours. I have nothing to do with it. But if I pay for it, then I did it for you. You don't have to worry anymore. I'll double digivolve this for the damage reduction. All right, not bad, not bad. Yo, Lone, good to see you. All right, we have reached the boss, and we're using networking with legendary throwing axe. This should honestly be a cakewalk, but this is Dead Cells we're talking about, so you never know. Wait, do I have Armadillo pack? I swear this is good. Chat, I swear. Okay, here we go. Right here. This is a good spot. There we go. That's what we like to see. Look at the networking. Were those out of order? I'm gonna hang out over here. Not gonna lie, that looks a little scary. Why did you reset? Oh my god, I didn't break it! Let's chill. All right. Very unconventional weapons here. Again, it's mental. You're saying that we're supposed to be at 26 tactics? Tactics are right up here. Tactics are right in here, right in the controls. Legendary. I would love a legendary ice armor. Maybe a legendary parry shield. Legendary. Oh my god. Double damage though. Double lightning rods. The only issue is that lightning rods don't stack the lightning. I mean, that looks cool. Just to say that. But I wonder, because it's like two different amounts of damage on the lightning. I wonder what actually happens with the dot. What do you all think? Do we take double lightning rods or ice armor plus lightning rod? Ice armor better because low stats, and the lightning rod's double damage too. Yeah, bleeding works because bleeding can take multiple stacks, but I don't think lightning does. You thought these rooms are banned? Only the legendary we can go in. So we have to get a no-hit on a boss in the Nuzlocke where we can't guarantee the items we have, and we might be down an item. But definitely thank you for asking the question. All right, we'll take the ice armor. People said, V, you have 9,000 health and you have double damage taken. We don't like the double? What's wrong with the double damage? Double dot because the name of the V dot? It's not bad. If they stacked, I would take both. That's the only reason why I'm not. Too dangerous? I have ice shield. That's what the ice shield's for, so protect me. Right? If I get hurt with ice armor on, it's a bad item. Devs, I need a buff ASAP. You don't need ice armor if you don't take any damage at all. Yeah, this is me we're talking about. Sometimes I'll just take damage on purpose, just to have something to talk about. Just have a reason to complain. Ooh, I'm so glad that I stopped that thing. Let them cook. I can't even heal. That's probably the worst part. If you're taking double damage, that's usually okay because that's supplemented by the fact that you can just heal yourself. First item of the map, Serenade. Why is that even there? Thank you. Yo, I know someone's using throwing axe after today's stream. I know you all are thinking, V, this gotta go up on the tier list. Gotta be S tier or higher. Yo, just for fun, welcome. Love the videos. I love that you love the videos. A matter of fact, for everyone watching the stream right now, if you can do me a favor, you can do me one favor, and I won't ask you for anything else. Maybe. I'm not gonna hold myself to that. Right now, this live stream has 57 likes to it. And we have 81 people watching. So that means that 30 people, math majors, have not liked the video yet. If you can do one thing, it's just like a regular YouTube video. If you can just go down to like the bottom, hit the like button. 65 already from whatever number I said earlier. 70. Okay. 73. I wish I could show you all this. I don't have like a safe system to do it. 79. Maybe I can if I do this. Oh, I don't have a display capture. All right. Anyway, 85 likes. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. You're huge. It's exactly what I want to see. You come home from a hard day at work. Cat threw up on your keyboard. Am I dead? No. Dog bit your ankle on the way in. All you want are like a couple likes on the video. That's all. I'm liking the build though. You all made smart decisions today. Honestly, if I had a system where you all could like vote in real time what items I take and which ones I don't, I think that'd be so fun. But I don't have anything like that. So I say I completely miss. Please. Nice. That's worth it. I had to kill that thing. That thing is probably the monster who will kill me on this biome. Yeah, a poll whenever any item shows up, that seems like a lot. I guess technically you could do it with the Nuzlocke, because like I have to decide, do I really want to take that or not? But then like I have to keep going and maybe something will show up before the poll is done. Be like kind of awkward. First item was Serenade, so technically I can buy a skill. I just don't think I would realistically buy something. Unless maybe it was... Hang on. If cards showed up, I would buy cards, I think. Cocoon? We already have armadillo. Oh my god, okay. Well, can't say I didn't try. Dead Cells is kill, learn, repeat. Does the learn part mean dodging everything, knowing the attack patterns of enemies, and then dodging and parrying accordingly? I would hate to say yes. I think ideally you could win the game without really like being that good at parrying or dodging if you just used the right mutations. So Armadillo Pack is a great example. I think you could probably beat the game without really knowing what you can even parry, so long as you use Armadillo Pack. I think there's a couple survival builds out there, like Swole Survival and stuff like that, that you could probably win by taking damage and then eating food with Gastro. It's like you're still learning though. You're learning how to make a build, right? Which I think is where a lot of these new roguelike games fall short, is that I'm only winning because like the game is giving me all these stats with meta progression. I'm not winning because like I learned how to make broken builds. I'm not finding that elite at the bottom, by the way. That thing can rot for all I care. Yo, Celso, good to see you. Yeah, Money Shooter is another example. And I think that's still counted as learning because you learned what makes a good weapon and what doesn't. It's like if you were to say, oh, I need to play some Dead Cells. I'm looking at a tentacle and I'm looking at a money shooter. What's better? Like I would need you to like use both and then come back to me, this homework, come back to me later and then you tell me which one's better, tentacle or money shooter. I'm not gonna do it. And that's because there's no value in me just telling you. Nice money. Can't take anything else. Is the Giga Chad portrait new in the background? Did you see that just now? And I missed it? V, how do you miss Giga Chad? Easy. I don't see it. Near red? How long have I been playing Dead Cells? 2018. Sounds about right. No paintings on this side, right? Oh, good eye. Good eye. And then the little bunnies. Are those bunnies or are those sheep? Yo, devs. That's legit, I think. Yeah, so I've been playing Dead Cells for a while. I'm not burnt out from the game at all. Wow, nice R&B. The only thing that happens with this game for me is that I have... Ooh, same species upgrade. I have content that I would like to do, but I'm waiting to see if we get a new update. Wow. Like, tier list, for example. I would hate to do a tier list right now and then have like a random patch just drop on our heads. So I've been holding out for like weeks now. Basically, once Dead Cells Mobile caught up, I've just been like waiting and waiting. And like I've been having to make up content while I wait. The made up content right now is 21 BC. I guess Nuzlocke you can kind of count as that too. What in the world were you doing in here? All right. Have I tried Dead Cells Mobile? I have not. I had an emulator for BlueStacks. I think that's the name of the emulator, is BlueStacks. And I couldn't get Dead Cells to work on it. Apparently, that's like a major issue on BlueStacks, is that Dead Cells just doesn't work. And I did actually, I have a legitimate copy of Dead Cells. Like, please don't think I pirated it. I think Google Play just came out with their own PC emulator. So like I could probably try again using Google Play's PC thing. So close to 100 likes. Yo, thank you everybody. Again, stuff like this couldn't be possible without you, the viewer. What time is it in our country? In my country, it's 2 p.m. Eastern. Yo, Joel, welcome. I saw you earlier. You were one of the first people who joined the live stream as a, I think a wait list or waiting room. So thank you for that. After this run, we will be next gaming it over to a brand new roguelite called The Last Flame. Another same species upgrade. We'll take it for the poison. The other stuff I can't take. What would you say is the current best build in Dead Cells possible? Huh. So to me, best build means that every monster will die and I press as little buttons as possible. I don't think that's baseball bat. I feel like it's very similar to this build I'm using right now, but I would have to like really test this out. Test out double ammo on Boomerang. I don't think I have a good answer for you right now, which is why we make top threes. Because it's a matter of like, is it that easy to use that you can't lose? Yeah, without counting legendaries. I think legendaries definitely can fit into you actually, well, I can't say you can't lose, but it is the least amount of buttons possible. Even with this setup, the throwing axe, I still have to press buttons. And that's that stuff we don't like. All right, double Digivolve. And now watch the throne. Support with double turrets is pretty good. And then you need something to kill biomes with. Which could be a simple like electric whip or anything like that. Phaser Curse Sword. Like, yeah, you can say that that's the strongest build in Dead Cells, but is that the best? Is that gonna get you the most win rate? Those are the kind of questions I ask. Oh yeah, I forgot I can do that. can actually die here. Three seconds on the ice armor. That was really good positioning by him. All right. Well, that hurt. So we'll heal. And that will be our second heal of the game. Which is fair because we only have one heal left after that. I think we're good. There's gonna be a Dead Cell show. Yes, there is. Motion Twin announced it on both Twitter and it's a Steam post too, if you are like on Steam a lot. And basically, I believe it's gonna be 10 episodes done by the people who did all of the animated trailers. So that's Team Bobby. And I believe they are a French team. So it'd be really cool to see like how they take it. I believe it's gonna be on a French anime network. Shantae, no match for me. Hey V, for the next build I submit, would you rather play double ice shards or double ammo boy axe? I always give you all the opportunity to do it. Ooh, first amulet of the map. We only lose 2,000 health. Yeah, typically, so for those who don't know, we actually have build submissions. If you are a member on YouTube, you can submit a build for me to play, and then I choose like one per month to play. If you're a Twitch viewer, you're collecting channel points, and you can spend your channel points to submit a build. So what Tired is asking is like, for the next build I play, do I have any preferences? And I really don't. Honestly, as long as it's not completely troll, I typically don't mind whatever you all submit. It's more so like, what have you not seen that you think would make for a good show? Oh my god. I didn't even know that was up there. It's you. You did this. That's messed up. Stars. Okay. I miss binding Bloodsword to Shuriken. You still can. Again, I'm working on a video, and we're gonna go over like all kinds of stuff like that. Nice. Probably gonna need that. MOD has the best eyes in the game. MOD. Magistrate of Death? Did I get that right? Thought you were referring to a mod for a second. Okay, so first item of the map is a mushroom boy, and then we have a weapon shop, so I can't buy at all. Very unfortunate, because that same species upgrade would have been really nice. All right. It got nerfed into Oblivion, but you did spoiler hitless with E-Whip. I've been using E-Whip a lot when I first started playing the game. But I haven't really been using E-Whip anymore. Not because it's like bad or anything, but I think entertainment-wise, there's cooler stuff I could play than E-Whip. Like this build right here. Could E-Whip win? Absolutely. But does it look as cool as legendary throwing axe plus double boomerang? Maybe not. Not being toxic, like I like it. I just fell out of love with it, right? Best DLC to buy? If you had the money, I would say Castlevania first. If you do not, I think the first to buy would maybe be Bad Seed. Bad Seed appears the earliest. Compared to the other stuff where it doesn't show up until later. Yeah, but all of them are very good in their own right. All right, looking good. We got food too. Let's just not get hit. And that's asking for a lot, game. I like to think that this is going well. I was a little worried in the beginning of the run, but somehow we actually have like a full tactics set up. Yeah, I like Castlevania the most because it has the most stuff for your dollar. I think it's 14 weapons, a bunch of music, new areas. But really, like, paying the money for 14 new weapons, I feel like is worth it anyway. And almost all of them are good. None of them are bad, I'll say that. It's just some are harder to use than others. Like I said, when it comes to like best builds and Dead Cells, I also think about difficulty. Why are you not taking damage? That's what I want to know. What are you doing? Why are you aggroing me? I wasn't even up there yet. How did it know? I swear, they're like stream sniping. Like, it doesn't go through this, so how does it know? I gotta call hacks. There's no other way. Oh no. Crap. We got food. Lightning Rod. 5 things I wish I knew Dead Cells edition. Don't get surprised if you aggro something with Lightning Rod. I wonder if I can buy a health flask. Really? That's so interesting. All right. I think it worked out. Maybe, possibly. I was about to say, wait. Is this an IQ test? I couldn't figure out how to go up here. Whee! Alright, not bad, not bad. I can't buy anything because the only shop is a weapon shop and I can only buy skills. There's no items for me to pick up because the first item was a mushroom boy. We already got the first amulet. And I can't re-roll any of my weapons. I should reset my mutations. But if I reset my mutations, I lose both armadillo pack and ammo mutation. So right now I have a useless networking. And like, is the networking that bad for me to lose both armadillo and ammo? I don't think it is. The rules right now is that if I reset, my mutations have permadeath. They're gone. So I would have to take something else besides crow's feet, instincto, melee, and these three. And I don't think I can do that. The best thing I would probably take is tranquility, acrobatic pack. Oh, actually, yeah, let's think about this. I reset, I lose ammo, but I have tranquility, acrobatic pack. I take the shield out, and then what? I know people are saying disengage. Only issue with disengage is I can't heal myself. I feel like recovery would be better. So like, you take disengage, you get popped down to 0, and then you get this bubble, but I still have 0 HP. Last Flame looks nice visually. Yeah, it's a fun game. I've had a blast with it so far offline. That's the game we're gonna be playing after this fight, as a matter of fact. All right, so I'm thinking we reset, we lose ammo, and we lose armadillo, but what we get in exchange is acrobatic pack, tranquilo, and recovery. Assuming recovery, I don't think I have enough health for recovery. Someone said gold plating, but I'm gonna get one tapped with gold plating, I think. It might be recovery. Ripper, Ranger's gear, that's 10,000 damage. I feel like that's not all that great. All right, so what I'm thinking, you can't heal, so just use double HP. Dead inside. I forgot this existed. Okay. All right, I'm with it. 25,000 health. That's not bad. Good job, people. All right. This is spoiler content coming up. The final true boss of Dead Cells. If you don't want to see it, back out now. Come back in like 5 minutes. This should not be the fastest fight on the planet, but it shouldn't be a short one either. No, it shouldn't be a long one either. Either way, big thanks everyone tuning in. If you like Dead Cells, follow. Well, you don't follow on YouTube, right? You subscribe. If you like Dead Cells and other roguelikes, subscribe to the channel. We do roguelike and other Dead Cells content every single week. If you want to support the channel, you can do so by becoming a member. Members get to submit builds via whatever YouTube has. Is that not the command? Member. Sorry, this is very important. Oh, it's on a timer. Okay, yeah. So if you want to support the content, you can do so by becoming a member. Also, big thanks for telling me to swap out my gear. Wait, what if I do this? I can't spam the boomerang, but I can spam the axes. I think this is the right move. Okay. So let's get in here, boss time. We can't lose. Back again. Crap, did you want to see how many cells I had before I walked in? Oh no. My cells! I was gonna give those away to chat by a giveaway. Yo, those are chunksters. That actually looked kind of good. Okay, I don't think that works. No, he took no damage. Yo, the double hits? OP hitbox? I was about to say, please don't put me in the spikes. Ooh, we did good damage. Because we have this. Save the ice armor. Right here. Ooh, did that hit me? Unlucky placement of that. Please don't. Alright. Ooh. We made the right choice. Vampire Survivors build. OP. We had the axes. We had lightning. Wait, lightning rod is an item in Vampire Survivors, right? We had the shield. That's our garlic. And then we had the ice armor, which is Laurel or Yanni, one of those. Not cool, mate. Not cool. Can I get an M8 in the chat? Not cool, mate. I need like just a spam of M8s. I'll start off. That was huge. Yo, Blaze, you're just in time. What a massive build right there. Is my chat not gonna fill in with M8s? There it is. That's what we've been waiting for the whole time. Not bad, not bad. We gained a little bit. And honestly, that was thanks to you, the viewer. I don't think we could have actually popped off half as well without everyone's decision making. That's the best part about streaming a game, is we get to crowdsource good. Like people say get good, I say start streaming. The easiest way to get goods is to start streaming, I think. Crap, I also just realized I have this up in the corner, which makes it look like I beat brutality. So someone asked me earlier, V, did you already do your brutality build? The answer is no. I only played tactics. My bad, I didn't even see that was there. Wow. YouTube streams throw me off still? Yeah, I gotta figure out like a cooler way to showcase that we're up here. We've been doing kind of a Discord notification. And that's about all I have besides Twitter, I guess. But I don't know if a lot of people use Twitter. So that's one piece of the puzzle too. But yo, what a clean run. Again, subscribe to the channel. If you like roguelikes, Dead Cells and other action games, we do these all the time. I think right now we're a little bit in the waiting room for any patch that happens. So the latest Dead Cells update was on mobile. Mobile is almost like completely caught up. And to me, that means, I hope that means a new patch will show up on PC, which means new content. I don't know if that could be a balance update. I don't know what kind of update that could possibly mean. But honestly, I'll take anything. Not that like the devs have to update the game or else like they'll lose something. Because obviously this game is done so well. Sorry, just trying to set up the next scene here. Obviously this game is done